Good morning, everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about natural resources and its classification and global distribution. The core concept, nature means a material and energy flow, and human utility, that means the use of technology and need for a human, and natural resources, utilization of natural resources, management and planning. Naturally occurring, nature, basis of civilization, that is human utility, and uneven spatial distribution of the natural resources. These are some core concepts about natural resources. Then, where do they come from? The taxonomy. Okay, there are basically two types of natural resources, biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living organism, for example, forest, wildlife, fisheries, fossil fuels, etc. And abiotic, that is non-living, for example, minerals, water, land, and solar. Then, on the other hand, on the basis of permanentability of these natural resources, we can divide into two distinct classification category: renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, for example, solar, wind, water, and sustainable if managed. And coal, non-renewable, coal, petroleum, minerals, and they are geologically fixed. Okay, renewable resources are permanent, and non-renewable resources not permanent. Distribution basis, ubiquitous, for example, air and such, and versus localized, that means minerals. Localized means they are found on a specific portion on the earth. They are found globally. Then from potential to production, potential resources, that means known location, not yet utilized, example solar in Rajasthan. And stock resources for available materials but lack technology, example hydrogen extraction. Then reserve resources means unusable subset of stock with current technology, and developed resources which are surveyed, quantified, as well as actively utilized. Okay, this is the diagram of increasing technology and accessibility. Potential resources, stock, reserves, and developed resources. The inequality of nature, why resources are unevenly distributed. There are some geographical criteria or factors for which the natural resources on the earth's surface are not supplied evenly. For example, geological structure, tectonics determine minerals, belts, and rock types. Then climatic conditions. Different climatic conditions dictates forest cover and water availability. Then relief and topography. Mountains enable hydropower, plains enable agriculture. Then soil types determines agricultural productivity, for example, black soil. Distribution is nature's lottery, but technology and economic development determine accessibility. Okay, these are four basic criteria or factors of uneven distribution of natural resources on the earth's surface. Then global distribution of natural resources, global hotspots, energy and minerals. The energy hub, dominated by petroleum and natural gas reserves, critical for global energy supply in Europe and West Asia. Europe and West Asia. Then Siberia, petroleum hubs, East Asia, iron ore clusters, Australia, India, and South Africa. The industrial base, Ruhr, historic coal and iron center, pioneering industrial development. Iron ore cluster in Latin America or South America. Coal reserves in Northern America. The mineral energy giant, vast reserves of coal, petroleum, and various metals across the massive landmass in USA, United States of America. The lifeblood, water, forest, and food. Forest, tropical forest like Amazon, Congo, Southeast Asia, and boreal forest, Russia and Canada. Water rich countries like Canada and Brazil, and scarce country, Middle East and North Africa. Agriculture in fertile plains, Indo-Gangetic and North China, high yields, dense population. And grasslands, USA, prairies, and Ukraine, grain baskets and extensive farming. Okay, this is forest, water, and agriculture. Then the crisis of depletion. Population growth, industrialization, and consumerization, these are the drivers, and consequences is resource availability and population industrial demand. As rising population, the demand of the resources is high. On the other hand, resource availability is limited. Thinker spotlight, the tragedy of the commons, unchecked consumption of shared resources leads to ruin, according to Garrett Hardin. The environmental price tag, deforestation, there are consequences in natural resource depletion or utilization by humankind. Deforestation, that is biodiversity loss of forest cover. Land degradation, for example, desertification. Water pollution, industrial waste, and homemade waste, garbage disposal. Air pollution, like fossil fuels, burning of fossil fuels, and fuels burning in cars and industries. Exploitation fuels global warming, sea level rise, and extreme weather. These are some extreme phenomena in recent nowadays world. Global phenomena: global warming, sea level rise, and extreme weather conditions. Conflict and competition, international, interstate, and local competition. International competition like oil wars and geopolitics. Local competition like tribal displacement and mining. Interstate like river water dispute, for example, Kaveri. The north-south divide and the gap between developed versus developing nations. There is a divisions between developed. These are north and these are south, and there is a gap between developed and developing countries. The paradox of plenty, which rich land often houses poor populations. The resource scarce, countries with abundant natural capital often face lower growth, corruption, and instability. For example, Nigeria, their oil wealth, but there is economic instability. Congo, they have mineral wealth and there are some political turmoil also. India, mineral is belts, Jharkhand, but there are some economical poverty conditions in India. Okay, the North Star sustainable development that meets the present needs without compromising the affecting the fulfill their future generation needs, according to Brundtland Commission in 1987. Proposed that population pressure drivers technological innovation, offering a counter optimism to Malthusian scarcity. The management toolkits: conservation, technology, and community. Conservation, so reduce, reuse, and recycle, shortly called as 3Rs. Afforestation, that is plantation of trees. Renewable energy adaptation like solar and wind energy. Technology, GIS and remote sensing, use of resource mapping and smart agriculture techniques. Community joint forest management, indigenous knowledge implementation, and decentralized governance adaptation. These are some management toolkit for natural resource management. New frontiers of contemporary issues: energy transition, critical minerals like lithium and cobalt, blue economy, circular economy, and climate justice. These are some theoretical concepts. Now key takeaways of this class: classification defined by origin, renewability, and ownership. Distribution uneven globally, driven by geology and climate. The cost, depletion, conflict, and the resource scarce. The solution, conservation plus technology plus community participation. A shift towards sustainable, equitable, and technology-driven management is essential for future resilience. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any doubt and query, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.